Om Namah Shivaya Gurave Satchidanandamurtaye Nisprapanchaya Santaya Niralambaya Tejase Sankaram Sankaracharyam Kesavam Badarayanam Sutrabhasakritam Bande Bhagavanto Panaha Panaha Ishvara Gururatmeti Murtiveda Vibhagini Vyamavadivaptadihaya Sridachinamurtaye Namaha Sridachinamurtaye Namaha Om Gurubhyo Namaha Om Ganapataye Namaha Om Aim Saraswataye Namaha Om Klim Kalikaye Namaha Om Klim Bhadrakali Namaha Om Durgaye Namaha Om Hrim Namah Shivaya Hari Om. So today we are going to study Sankhya Yoga. Sankhya Yoga is one of the important parts of the Advaita Vedanta, which leads to the final enlightenments and which leads to the attainment of the Atmagyan or Brahmagyan. Sannyas, Banaprastha Sannyas. What is studying now is the Banaprastha Sannyas course. Banaprastha Sannyas course is not the final enlightenments, but it is the steps into the final enlightenments. Sannyas course, any sannyas course, either karma sannyas, yogic sannyas, vanaprastha, jnana sannyas, jnana vairagya sannyas, many kind of sannyas. But vanaprastha sannyas gives you, is encouraging you in order to admission into or enter into the final sannyas. What I'm speaking, sannyas is all about to walk in the path of truth, or renounce the world objectives which are not important in order to fulfill. Sannyas is all about to dispassion. Sannyas is all about to not dissect or dissect. No, it's not a separation. Sannyas is all about to walk in the path of the truth. And that is the path of yoga and path of sannyas. We say sa yogi sa sannyasa. Sa yogi sa sannyasa in Sanskrit. Those in yogi, they became sannyas. What does that mean? A yogi understood its own self and attained also Atmajnana. Sometimes sa sannyasa, sa yogi sa sannyasa. Those are yogi, they can able to only walk in the path of sannyas. So then there is classical philosophies as per the Indian thinkers, Indian spiritual thinkers, sages and saints and gurus, and also seers, sages. So as per their experiment, as per their experience, experiment and experience. They have been experiment and they have been also experienced. But of course, enlightenment is an individual is going to experience its own way. But when you're following the guidelines of the masters, of the gurus, the path is more easier. And you can remove a lot of obstacles on the way to the path of enlightenment. Question mark comes, is it I'm ready for the sannyas? Is I'm ready for Vanaprastha sannyas? Actually, if we ask the questions, actually we are ready for nothing. Right? We are ready for nothing. But we are looking for everything. We are ready for nothing, but are looking for everything. We are looking for a truth, but we are not ready to face the truth. We are looking to experience love, but we are not ready to face the love. Right? And we are looking for the peace of the mind, but we are not ready to face the peace of the mind because you need to make efforts. So, as an individuals, we are looking for the higher enlightenment, freedom, truth, and love, but we don't face it. We don't make any efforts. If we not make efforts, then how can walk in the path of truth? So therefore, and you can see that many yogis, many gurus, many saints and sages, they make so many efforts. They make so many efforts in order to walk in the path of truth, path of compassion, path of love, path of peace of the mind, path of harmony. So therefore, we have to be very clear we are looking. We are looking, everything means we are looking for love. We are looking for harmony. We are looking for peace of the mind. We are looking for the reality. We are looking for truthful, right? We are looking for the happiness. We are looking for harmony, but we have to make efforts. That is all about yoga. And we study many kind of yoga, but you work out what? You study yoga so many years, but you don't find peace of the mind. So you don't find peace of the mind. So therefore, the science of Vedanta, science of Advaita is help you self-inquiries. Self-inquiries. Self-inquiry is very important. Atma-chintana. Atma-chintana. Sankhya philosophy is speaking about three kind of miseries in our life. Three kind of obstacles. Path through the freedom, path through the enlightenment, or the path to the love, harmony, peace of the mind. So, Sankhya philosophy is going to help you how to overcome all your obstacles. So, we have three kind of obstacles in order to attain the Atma Jnana or the higher love. So, we have to understand what are the obstacles. So, we have three kind of obstacles. Adi Bhautik, Adi Daivik, and Adhyatmik. We have three kind of miseries. Today I am not going to the sutras. Next time, any other swamis or myself will teaching you step by step on the Sankhya philosophies, Sankhya Darshan. There is 6 Darshan. Here 6 Darshan means special visions. Sankhya philosophy is one of them. And there are classical philosophy. Okay? We say Sad Darshan. Sad Darshan. Sad means 6. And Darshan means to see. Not what you want to see. Not what you expect to see. Not what you wish to see. Not what you are imagining to see. Right? You will see what exactly happening within yourself as it is. So darshan means see the reality. Darshan means to see and direct cognitions. There are many kinds of darshan, many things to see in your life, but you see the reality, the truth. And if you are experiencing the truth, to see not the see, limited conscious, limited mind. No, you have to see, we see through the third eye, that you want always understand third eye. The eye of the intuitions, the eye of the revelations. So you are going to experience direct truth. So Sankhya philosophy speak about Purusha and Prakriti, the supreme consciousness and law of nature. Again, I repeat this sentence. Sankhya philosophy is all about discourse between or discussion between the supreme consciousness Purusha. Purusha literally means male, but here Purusha literally, the higher meaning means the supreme consciousness. And Prakriti, the law of nature. Prakriti, the law of nature. To understand properly how the law of nature is functioning. Law of nature, how is functioning? How is it working for you? How is it working for others? Right? Because law of nature is very important to understand, because part and partially we are the law of nature, except your spirit and soul. But you don't see the soul and spirit, but you always represent yourself the physical identity. Right? I'm a human being. I'm a man or woman, no matter. And you are clear also, this body died today or tomorrow, is it, and composed by 5 elements. What you heard from the gurus and what you also scientifically understood it, but you understand anything, but you understood this body will die, that much you know intellectually. Right? This much you know, but you don't accept it. And you know also intellectually you are the spirit, not this body. But you have keeping what you are realizing. You realize you are the body, but you are not the soul. Intellectually you understand your soul, but physically you don't accept it. Therefore, you have the suffering and miseries keep continuing in your life. Keep continuing. And that will continue in your life also. Because love nature is the love nature. You are part of the love nature. The 5 components, the five elements. This is Vayuranilaramitamathedam Bhasmatam Sariram. It's a verse of Upanishad in Shukla Yajurveda explaining. Explain what they explain. Vayuranilaramitamathedam Bhasmatam Sariram. Om Kratam Smara, Kratam Smara, Kratam Smara, Kratam Smara. So this body is composed by 5 elements: earth element, water element, and air element, fire element, and sky elements. The 5 elements you have. And the law of nature, you see, the whole the earth, this planet, is also has the 5 elements. And your body, mind, emotions, everything function by the 5 elements. Law of nature change in sense natural. Your mind change, your thoughts change. The cold weather comes, your body changes, your thoughts are changes, your mind changes, many things are changes, right? Hot season comes, everything changes. And you see that according to weather, your body, mind, emotion, everything changes. But we don't understand it. Rather, we blame to others, right? Sundays were very cold due to winter season. And we blame why suppose not so much blanket, why suppose not so much cloth, right? We blame to our parents or blame to government. They have to provide the all hot heating systems, central heating, right? Maybe your parents not provide the blankets on. Why not sun coming? You cry, what a bad weather. You always blame to nature. Again, you blame to nature. What a bad weather. You understand when cold season coming, too much winter coming, it's a bad weather. And you are crying for this summer. When summer coming too hot, what a bad weather, too hot. No matter, the weather, all weathers are bad for you. When you are in really not adjusting anything. Right? Rainy season comes, what a bad weather, so much rain, I can't get out of the house. I don't think so you are happy with any weather in your life. No one happy. All the time you blame to weather. But you can blame to weather is fine. You can blame to law of nature. But remember always, law of nature always will function as it is. No matter. So what you have to do? Accept the law of nature, the weather. But in general, you don't accept it. You see, people ask me sometimes, what kind of weather in Rishikesh? I say, ask your Google and check it. Right? Like this. I say, what is speaking about all the time weather? Weather is fine all the time. It's all conditions. And you need to adjust. And the body also functioning. I will law of nature. So also body need all kind of weather. Either is winter or the cold or the hot. No matter. Or any season. You need all weather. Like you have three gunas. Three gunas. Tamsik, Ras, and Satvik. Three gunas you need to have survive. Without three gunas, you will not survive. You will die tomorrow. If too much Satvik, you lose your body. Too much Rasik, you don't have peace of the mind. Too much Tamsik, you are becoming violent. You never can find peace of the mind. But same time, you need three qualities. Without Rajasic, how can protect your body? And without Tamas, also you not survive. You can't have proper rest, you can't sleep also, for example. So Sankhya philosophy teaching three kind of miseries. Again, to understand. So what I try to bring into topic to understand the Purusha and Prakriti. Right? Purusha and Prakriti. And here, as I say that Adi Bhautik, we have the social miseries, lot of social miseries. Then Adi Daivik, we have lot of natural miseries, natural calamities. Then third, Adhyatmic, and we have spiritual miseries, Adhyatmic. So we have three kind of miseries, three kind of obstacles in order to walk in the path of freedom, the path of love. That what we're looking for. You see that each of us, we are looking for love and freedom. Two things. No matter is truth or untruth. No matter is lie or honest or dishonest. No matter. Either you are morally correct or not. Either you are honest or not. Either truthful or not. No matter. But you are looking two things. You need freedom and love. That's it. Two things very essential in the life. Love and freedom. You always want freedom and you always want love. You see, you carry everything in your life if there is love. If there is no love, you do nothing. It means you are looking for love. Right? And you're looking for freedom. You don't like to somebody controlling. Right? Two things. Forget the truth. Forget the God. God go to the hell. Truth go to the hell. Right? Somebody you can kill 2,000, no matter, but he's looking for love. You can put the nuclear bomb all countries in the world, but you want to be safe, right? That's the word politicians think about it. But you have to be clear. If you need love and freedom, you have to create that love and freedom, not only for yourself, but for others also whom you are, and anyone around you also. You have to create the atmosphere of love. You have to create the atmosphere of freedom as well. But same time, love nature is there. They don't give you freedom. They don't give you freedom. Love nature not give you freedom. Love nature is not give you love. Unless you accept the law of nature. So you are supposed not to complain bad weather. You have to love the weather, no matter what kind of weather is. So at first to understand law of nature. So first to learn the love and love of nature. You have to love the love of nature. Like you love yourself. Right? And you have to give freedom to the nature as well. Don't control the law of nature. Today, we want to change artificially many things. We try to control the whole planet, right? But it's not possible. You try to control. Therefore, you have obstacles. You see, a lot of things are happening now. You are violent to the weather. You are violent to law of nature. You are violent to the earth. You are violent to the planets. So planet will not help you. Today or tomorrow, day after tomorrow, this planet not will help you. And that we have been studied thousand years before. Today, the scientists, they speak about what is called climate change. The politician looking climate change, blah, 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 for nothing. The education is lost today. No education is available in school, college, and universities around the world. The politicians, they have to think properly, positively. They have to look into properly. Right? The politician, all politician leader, this message I'm sending through this YouTube or through these lectures, politicians need to rethink the curriculums about to climate change from class 1. That word we have been studying very beginning of our Vedic science, that is called Sankhya philosophies. To understand properly law of nature, Purusha and Prakriti, that is what Lord Buddha also has been experienced, law of nature. So Sankhya philosophy, if you understand correctly, understood correctly, and you need to experiment, you need to experience correctly, then the life of love and freedom is not far away from you. It's going to kiss your feet. Love and freedom come to kiss your feet. You understand me? Love and freedom come to kiss. I am here with you. You need love, I am here with you. You need freedom, I am here with you. But when we understood properly the law of nature, like today we speak about climate change. So do not complain the bad weather. The first things, as a yoga student, you are here, or seeker of yoga. Right? Actually, until unless you understand the law of nature, there is no path of enlightenment as well. So Adi Bhautik, the social misery starts. Social miseries is all are interrelated. Social miseries, the natural miseries, then spiritual misery. 3 things you need to integrate. And what is the social miseries? Social misery is all about the social discipline of the life. Social discipline of life. Your society, all kind of social discipline of life. The family life, the city life, the village life, right? The life of the politics, the life of the all kind of whatever related to survive. It's not give you enlightenment. You live in this planet. You may be holding the higher post in your country, but still you are as a social person. Survival, only survive, nothing more. Hand to mouth only. Either you become holding the post of president or the prime ministers of the country or head of the country as a king or the queen, no matter, but still is hand to mouth, nothing more. There is no, is something we experience love and freedom. No. Even you are king, you are still bondage of karma. Lord Buddha also, he was not very happy. He was facing a lot of obstacles, a lot of miseries in his life. He was prince, but he left the kingdom. You understand? Being a prince, living in the kingdom is nothing, hand to mouth to survive. But there is no real meaning of the life to understood. Therefore, he left the kingdom and sitting under a tree. And that Lord Buddha experiments all about law of nature. That is related to Sankhya philosophy. So Lord Buddha was a great yogi, great master, great guru who understood properly the law of nature, Sankhya philosophy. He check moment to moment, law of nature, what is happening this planet. And he understood properly, he realized properly. Then he became free from all kind of suffering and miseries. Then he entered into enlightenment and freedom. Then he experienced the love. Therefore, Lord Buddha, we say, is a great saint, great sage, saint, yogi, master, guru, whoever compassionate to others. Remain, he was compassionate. Remain. He was compassionate to himself and he became compassionate to others. Compassion. We speak about compassion and love, but we have to understand how to experience ourselves this compassion. Compassion to yourself is very important. And once you develop this compassion to yourself, so naturally we are become compassionate to others. Then the planet became peaceful. Right? That is very, very important. That is called Adi Bhautik. Then Adi Daivi comes. Now we discuss about law of nature again. Adi Daivi, natural calamities, cycle, tsunami, earthquakes, too much rain coming. What happens? Flood comes. Sometimes and tsunami comes, cyclone comes. Right? So many things are happening. And too much rain, what happens? All flood comes. Right? Earthquake comes. So mountain convert to river, mountain convert to the ocean. Right? The village convert to a river, the village convert to the city, convert to the ocean as well. Volcano comes, what happening? Many things happening that you know. This is called Adi Daivik. That we don't know, we can't predict it. And you see that currently there is no prediction of the weather forecast. You see, there is no proper forecast. Today you say no rain, but heavy rain comes. Sometimes I remember here Uttarakhand, 2-3 days before they close many schools because will be heavy rain. I feel no rain there. They close the schools, no rain at all. And sometimes they say that no rain, all weather first sunshine and sunny, but the weather comes and the rain comes. That is what is the law of nature today. You see, you try to control, you try to know law of nature, but you must know you can't know the law of nature completely. But of course, we have the technology, we are the this 21st century, and you develop so many technologies to understand law of nature. But I tell you honestly, you never can find the latest technology, law of nature to understand. What is the latest technology? Is the meditation. Like Lord Buddha is sitting on a tree to understand properly law of nature. And because you are the law of nature, you have these 5 elements within you. And you can understand the fire element, earth element, water element, and air element, many elements. You understand the 5 elements. And whatever happening in this planet, all about the 5 elements. And if you understood properly, then you can understand when tsunami comes, when the rain comes, when the fire comes, when air comes, you understand me? If understood properly within yourself. In ancient time, in sage and sentence sages, they sometimes meditate. There sometimes no rain. They can bring the rain. Sometimes it happens, they, there is a lot of paddy field, and sometimes there is no rain, but they can meditate and invoke the water element, and rain comes. If sometimes fire, they let the fire, if there are no fire elements, they also bring the fire, the sun as well. That's the science. But today, I don't think we develop such a science, but some science you develop, If there is no sunshine and you try to make sunshine, you can stop the rain sometime. You can put some kind of, I don't know, this technology I heard. I was in Russia. There is some kind of ceremony they want to do in Moscow. They say, Swami, there do some kind of things now. They protect the rain. So certain areas, there will be no rain. There will be sun, something like that. But you can't actually protect you can't protect the whole planet. Maybe particular area for maybe few hours, few moments. But still, you are against of the law of nature. You are against of the law of nature, right? So anyway, so what I mean, so we have to actually to live with law of nature. So therefore, that is Adi Daivik. Adi Daivik. It means do not complain. Don't complain the bad weather. Today onwards, being a student of yoga, always welcome whatever weather comes to you, right? Because when I'm sitting in Panchagni, in 6 months, I don't have any complaint to weather. What kind of weather has to be there? No complaints. I was always happy whatever the weather comes. No matter, always accept. 100%, not 99.9%. No, for me, no bad weather at all. That is what I study law of nature, sitting in the middle of fire. If rain comes, fine, it's a holiday for me. So Lord Surya say that now I also take a holiday, you take a holiday and sleep now. Not do Panchagni. Right? So there is cold comes, okay, cold comes, okay, sit down and watch yourself. Too much sun coming, sit down there. So this is the law of nature. Get heat more now until you burnt out yourself. So accept it. No problem that. So I smile and accept the sun, even too much hot. It too is there a lot of rain. Accept it, smiling way, get a holiday. I have other things to be done. Then when a cold comes, I have a lot of ashes, and sometimes a lot of cloud comes. I stop sometimes to cold. Then I leave the Panchagini also. So you have to understand law of nature. Don't fight. Oh, I'm meditating for 10 hours. Someone has to come here. So everybody say, oh, you are great yogi, great master, sitting on the sun. No, don't do that stupid things. I don't do that way. But I have particular areas. Even a lot of sun, accepting them also. I have always looking how the sunset and sunrise. There is a measurement in my own ashrams when sun coming to the fire ceremony, when sun and living and go to the behind the mountains. So that much hours I try my best to stay. And that is what I performed. So what I mean here, so you have to understand law of nature. And since many people complain about this paranoia business, the COVID, right? But of course, I want to travel different part of the world. So I know, so I need vaccinations. So because many people come to our place also, it's not a pressure on the government. It's the rules, law of nature. We are part and partially. So therefore, I take these things. Otherwise, you cannot travel, benefit for others. So I take vaccination not because if I am sick or going to be sick. No. I take vaccination in order to benefit for others. I can travel. I can give service to others. That is my ideas. And when I was here doing Panchayang last 2 years, my ashram never was closed. Our ashram never closed. Anyone welcome. Even many people complain. Don't invite people to get vaccinations here. Don't distribute the medicines. You will be sick. Your ashram will be so virus. Ashram, anyone come will be sick. I said, don't worry. I am the person only stay here. No one stay here. So no problem. And I welcome with open heart. And I was never sick. But same time I took vaccinations. And the camping of vaccinations goes on in our ashram. So I have 2 camps. So I got double vaccinations. Then after some time I realized, of course, the vaccination is very important to go to certain temples. I went last year, Assam, east part of India, did vaccinate. They let me enter into temples. Without double vaccination, you can't enter into temple. So you have to be very clear sometimes law of nature. We suppose not fight law of nature. Not fight. You have to always, of course, you don't even have not so much propaganda, and you stay one place. You don't need to travel. You don't need to move. Then you don't need this kind of vaccination. No need. But if you want to available for others, of course, you have to take as the precautions as a law of nature, because government is called adi bhautik problems, social miseries. How to overcome social miseries? So this is for me. Take vaccination is out of the social miseries. That is called adi bhautik. Adi bhautik. We have so many things we like or dislike, no matter. Like sometimes walking on the road in Germany, right side, either you like or dislike, no matter. You have to walk on the right side. If you walk on the left side by mistake, you have to find. You have to find. Even a bicycle, by mistake, something happening. You know, there is the fire right side, but still in Germany, by rules, you have to walk on the fire bicycle. If you by mistake go left side, you have to pay fine. Because that is how the rules are there. So they don't use the common sense before the fine for that. Fine first, then they check the disciplines. No, what I mean here, adi bhautik. Sometimes we have to negotiate in our social life, in our family life, in our friendly life, wherever you work, companies, your government, your politicians, whatever. Am I clear that? But most of the time, out of our avidya, we don't compromise, we don't understand properly, we don't accept the law of nature. That means adi bhautik, the social discipline of the life. That the part and parcel, in order to higher enlightenments. You see some countries, there is not allowed to make temple, for example. That the social miseries. You understand me? Like some countries, they don't allow. Some countries they are not allowed to. Like some, for example, like Muslims, they don't allow to make church, or Hindus, they don't allow for like mosque. Maybe Muslim don't allow the Hindu temples. Hindu will not allow Muslim temples. But you understand what I mean? So you living in the one planet, but same time we have so many difficulties. That is called adi bhautik. That is I'm also coming to. That is called social miseries. Then after that I'm going to speak spiritual miseries later. Then second thing comes. You see, so you may be coming from Muslim family, Hindu family, or a Buddhist family, or Christian, or Catholic, Orthodox, many things. You know that. So, like sometimes in Roman Catholic, Russia have their Orthodox, different things, they have different beliefs. They have Shia, they have Sunni Muslim, they fight each other, right? You can see that. And we have Hindus, they have different caste systems, fight each other, right? So many things. This is the social miseries. Social miseries. And being a yogi, and you are a part and parcel of the society. And you have to understand properly also. So you have to check where you can meditate properly and getting out of your social miseries, right? So this is called adi bhautik. Of course, I'm going to speak more later, more and more. But what I understood today, so we have to actually learn how to accept each other in social life. Very important. Otherwise, we can fight each other. You go to hell, I go to hell, let we die together. Not path of love, not path of freedom. You go hell, I go to hell. That is how people enjoy today. No, that is called enjoyment. Actually, it is not a path of spirituality. We have to create the atmosphere of love. You find your inner love, I find my inner love. Let we love together and forever, and get the freedom forever. You get freedom, I get freedom. Let we go together, path of freedom. Right? This is the has to be spiritual science today. Am I clear that? You find love, I find love. Not you say you go to hell, I go to hell, let's go together to hell. We can fight in the hell together. And that is the world, of today in 21st century. You see, people fight each other, the war is going each other, you put bomb, I put bomb, you put technology, I shoot, you shoot me, let you die each other, be happy. in the where? In the hell. Be happy in the hell. You're not happy here in this planet, but you are looking for happiness in the after your death. But this is not way to learn. This is not the way to life, right? This is not the meaning of life. So we have to learn how to love each other. That means we have to create the atmosphere of love, not only for yourself, also for others. So like that. So therefore, we have to understand the law of nature, and wherever you live, no matter this planet, we all are live together. All live together. At first, we are the human being. Then everything comes later. Either a Hindu, Muslim, Christian, Jewish, or Catholic, no matter that. It's not important that. It's important as a human being, very beginning. And we're looking for love and freedom. Three things are very important. Even animals also, they're looking love and freedom as well. So why? And love, and you see that you're torturing so many animals, killing them, eating their meat. So what are you doing? You're creating violence for others, and you create violence to yourself. Like I say that you go to hell, I go to hell as well. So eating a lot of meat, you become sick, and you're killing the animal. They're also hurt so much. There's so much struggling their life, you understand, when you're killing them. So they have a lot of fear. You see that they have a lot of fear when you're killing the animals. Just only jumping one place to another, jumping another one place. You see when you're killing them. So much fear. It all goes to their unconscious mind. They go to the meat. Some days before, Swami also explained. So what happened when eating this meat? What happened? That meat is a dead body out of fear, out of insecurity, out of so much fear that meat. When eating meat, what going to happen? You also become fear and afraid. And somebody also going to kill you as well. Because you kill them, somebody has to kill you. This is the law of nature. Every action, there is equal and opposite reactions. Very much. Either you understand, not understand, accept, not accept, no matter for me. This is the law of nature. Right? So therefore, learn how to create the atmosphere of love and compassion towards others, towards yourself. Very, very important. And that is the Sankhya philosophies, law of nature to understand properly. So you have to understand the basic lifestyles of your survival. Try to avoid always the violence. Always. Then Adi Daivi, the natural calamities. About to not complain bad weather. Tsunami comes, welcome it. You have to move the place. Go to safe place, right? Earthquake comes, move to other place and to the right place. Volcano comes to the right place. If you live in the side of ocean, tsunami comes, water comes, just leave that place. In the rainy season, that the river, you have to go to safe place properly. Sometimes no government can help you. Why government need to help you? You have to choose the right place yourself. Like the animals, they choose in the right place. Tsunami comes, but flood comes, small ants even. The ants, they try to go to other place. Small ants. Could you imagine? The birds, when too much rain and too much heavy wind and everything, they move to other place. But you think you are very smart than the animals, than the birds, than the ant, but you are not smart anymore. As a human being today, we are in 21st century, we are very stupid, very stupid. So therefore, be wise always, don't be stupid. So be smart, be wise like a bird. We have to learn something from the bird, learn something small ants, right? We have to learn the grasshoppers as well. And you have these stories also there, lot of stories. But you have to learn from the small things. And so therefore it's very important to understand love. That is Hakal Adi Daivik. So therefore we can, and getting out of all obstacles, lot of obstacles. Otherwise, if our house side of the mountains, like our ashram is the side of mountain, any landslide happen, the stone can come. We can finish another day, Mahasamadhi. That means going to heaven and freedom completely forever. So we can meditate underground. My neighbors make a lot of sounds and techno music, so I can avoid it. So I sometimes make jokes. If a lot of landslide comes, so all land and stone will ashrams, we are meditate forever. No sounds we can listen. Mahasamadhi. You understand Mahasamadhi? Only the body, we call Mahasamadhi. So I smile always. What I mean here, when you build the house, side the mountains, side the rivers, side the oceans, and you must always ready to accept the results, to accept the consequence without complaining. Without complaining. Of course, you can and get the help from the government and so on, but that is okay. But they cannot help, but don't complain. At least you claim your own responsibility, right? So that is very, very important. Yogic life is all about how to take responsibility of yourselves, right? It's very, very important. Lord Buddha, he never asked to someone give his freedom. Somebody has to give his freedom. No. Lord Buddha never asked to someone like Lord Shiva. He don't ask to his family, Mother Parvati or Lord or Ganesh or anyone, give me freedom. No, he didn't ask. So Lord Shiva is sitting in meditation in Mahasamadhi, in Samadhi, Mahasamadhi. He always in Samadhi, but not Mahasamadhi, always in Samadhi. He don't have the Mahasamadhi. He don't need to leave the body. He always remain conscious. So it's very, very important. I don't know what the time now. I have to check now. Is I'm running out of the time now? No, it's correct. Today I'm in the flow. I didn't check the time. Is the right time coming? Now 8:59. I was thinking consciously. When I meditate also, without watch, I can fix the time. I sometimes say to copy also. So it's like that. So anyway, so we have to learn the final miseries, adhyatmic, the spiritual miseries. We sometimes read Quran, Bibles, for example, and Vedic science, the Vedas and Tripitaka in the Buddhist scriptures, in Sikhism, Guru Granth, and so on. We study many things, right? And Jewish, what kind of book they study? I forgot that. That is the, what is that? The Jewish people, which kind of things they follow?
Torah.
Like
Torah.
Sorry?
Torah.
Torah. Like this is the Quran, that the Torah, and this is the, what is that called? And Catholic, they follow the
Bible.
So anyway, so these are, so no matter what kind of knowledge you get, all the scriptures, but still you are far away from the freedom and love. So therefore, the scriptures are, it's good to study, but it's not enough. It's not enough. Like Vedic science also say, neti. Even our Vedic science, our Shastra say, this is not enough. It's not enough. It's not enough in order to final enlightenment or final freedom or final love. So therefore, and study all scriptures under guidance of the Guru, under the expert masters. Not only that, but same time, you have to also to make right and positive efforts in order to realize the freedom and love and overcome all kind of miseries, adi bhautik, adi daivik, and adhyatmic. So let we shall learn more, and I'll give more classes on these topics in future, or by me or by other swamis. And currently some swamis are become sick, so therefore Swami Sri Brahmanand, he was a little bit sick, therefore he was unable to he have some throat problems. And today Swami Vishwarupananji, and he kind of busy for his ashram, like he always I busy. He's busy for something, and other swamis, you know that. So they have some internet problems, and you are not very so happy as they're listening. So I try to someone come to this platform so that they can flow, and internet has to be good, and so far you can be good. So I always pray to law of nature. Internet is all about law of nature, right? So let we pray to law of nature and accept law of nature as their, and we have to accept. But somehow we have to make efforts also. As I say that, even mountain there, and you build the house, you have to ready, face the results, or you have to move the house to safe place. So two things always to do. So, and if I have no time and come to India to study, and whatever available online, so get this opportunity and study. What we cannot provide, so we can't say anything, right? So thank you for listening me. So 3 times Om. Om. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnahat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Sankaram Sankaracharyam Kesavam Badarayanam सूत्रमासकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तो पुनः पुनः. ईश्वरागरुडात्मेत्ने मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये नमः. ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. हरिः ओम्. Let Mahamudra mantra. Repeat with me all together wherever you are 3 times for the world peace, for the liberation of the all beings. Om Trayambakam Yajamahi Sagandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarkam Yavandhanam Mritarmasya Om Trayambakam Yajamahi Sagandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarkam Yavandhanam Mritarmasya Om Trayambakam Yajamahi Sagandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarkam Yavandhanam Mritarmasya Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. So thanks to all of you. May our Gurudev Swami Sivanand and Adi Guru Shankaracharya bless you all. Thank you.